The clock strikes 12, I step into the haze. Whispers call me from 1,000 graves. Shadows dance in corners out of sight. I chase the unknown deep into the night. I hunt the fear you dare not face. In the darkness I embrace the trace. The dead, they speak their secrets shown. Welcome to the bizarre and the unknown. A flicker, a chill, a shadowed hand. The unseen lingers where I stand. Through creaking doors and empty halls, I hear the echoes of forgotten calls. I hunt the fear you dare not face. In the darkness I embrace the trace. The dead, they speak their secrets shown. Welcome to the bizarre and the unknown. And the eyes that watch from a place unreal, a touch so cold it makes you feel they're near but hidden, veiled in shade. I walk with ghosts unafraid. I hunt the fear you dare not face. In the darkness I embrace the trace. The dead, they speak their secrets shown. Welcome to the bizarre and the unknown.
It's showtime.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Campfire Chats with Eric and Guest. I'm your host, Edie Testerman. How is everyone doing today? I can tell you, I've had a blessed day. I had a lunch, a very, very, very good lunch today. Very long lunch, but a very good lunch today. The outcome was amazing. I'm truly blessed and thankful that we actually was able to have this lunch today. It was something I've been working on for a few years. So I'm tickled pink. I'm really happy. But so it was good. I mean, I got home just in time to set the show up and almost get ready to go live. So I mean, it took a little longer than I wanted to today, but it was a good time. I just thought I seen something. Oh, my thing's messed up. I just thought I seen something move right there. Why is my camera? There we go. Now that's better. I don't know why it changed it, but there we go. So it was a good day. So you guys, most of you know, to all my new subscribers, we've had some new subscribers come on. If you're listening or you watch this later, thank you for joining the Bizarre and the Unknown channel. I'm thankful for every single one of you guys and truly blessed. Thank you so much for that. For those of you that's new, this Saturday show, Campfire Chats with Eric and Guest, is a safe place for you to share your encounters. If you want to come on live, I'll bring you on live. If you want to just talk about it in chat, we'll talk about it in chat. Whatever works best for you. Just picture this as us sitting around a campfire, sharing our stories about our encounters. With that being said, has anybody had any encounters that they had this week they want to talk about or have not shared with yet that want to talk about it? I'm excited to hear what everybody says. I can tell you now, I've been busier than a hiccup. Besides what we had happen last Saturday, where literally that entity moved my camera while I was live. There hasn't been a whole lot going on here. I know the last couple days, my dog's been very aggressively barking at something outside. Although I do admit, the other morning going to work, I off in the distance to the south of me, I got that old school whoop off in the distance. And it's been a while since I heard the whoop. You know, the whoop howl, whatever you want to call it. I call it the whoop. It's been a long time since I've heard that whoop. I mean, I've heard the samurai chatter. You guys have heard the vocals I've caught. I've heard a lot of the other stuff. It's been a little while since I've had that whoop, and I got it the other morning when I was heading to work. So it made me grin. You know, I miss hearing them whoop at me out here. You know, they haven't done it in a while. And virus being a little needy at the moment. And that's pretty much what I know what's been going on here. I started that new position at work, so I've been busier than a hiccup. A lot of learning. Been tired. Been busy between pushing snow and learning this new position at work. So it's there's probably more that goes on that I probably have missed. I'm not going to lie, but I'm kind of anxious to see what you guys have encountered lately. See if anybody else has had anything. I know Roxanne's had something. She talked about last weekend when Jessica Jones was on live last Sunday. So is that still staying away, Roxanne? But yeah. So far, good. I'm glad to hear that. Hopefully, this thing doesn't mess up my chats. I had to restart everything. Took a lot of stuff off my computer, converted it. When I converted it, I had to reset some things up. So hopefully, by doing that, I have kind of fixed that issue with showing the live chat. What? I know I've been gone for a while. You're so needy. You know that? You know that? You're so needy. Your mama asked about you the other day. Heck yeah. So far, it's working. Hopefully, it stays. I still don't know what tomorrow's show's going to be about. I haven't had time to look it up. I got to do something special for the 100th episode. Today's the 80th episode of Campfire Chats. Tomorrow is the 100th episode of the regular Bizarre and the Unknown. So I haven't quite figured out. I'm trying to figure out something special to do for the 100. I'd like to try to get a couple people on and maybe we just talk, you know. It's kind of what I'm thinking. I've got to reach out to a couple people. I tried to reach out to DA earlier. I think he's busy. Let's see. Oh, man. I don't watch NFL anymore. I mean, I've been a big-time Chiefs fan my whole life, but I'm not happy with the NFL and how this NFL commissioner is doing things. And I have ran into the UFL. I really like the UFL. That's old school smash mouth football. I was watching some highlights from this year on the UFL. Oh my Lanta. That I like that UFL, United Football League. Holy cow, dude. That's football. It ain't corrupted by the NFL. It's old school, knock your teeth down the back of your throat football. The stuff I like and miss. If you guys get a chance, man, get on YouTube and look up UFL. I'm not happy with the NFL, but it's my Hawks in the Super. Well, I can see that. You know, beans my Chiefs didn't make it. You would think I would root for the Patriots, but I have a really big disdain for the Patriots because of Tom Brady and his corrupt, cheating butt. Hey, Lynn, how's it going? So, if I have to pick one, I would have to pick. I would have to pick the Seahawks too. Yeah, they have. I mean, I've been a Chiefs fan as far back as I can remember. Most of you know I'm from St. Joe, Missouri. Of course, that's Chiefs country through and through. I mean, we bleed red and gold up there. I mean, that's Chief Kingdom up there in St. Joe. But this NFL commissioner with all these rules and all this other stupid crap he's doing, he's killed the NFL. I mean, he's always griping because his numbers are dropping. He's the cause. He's the reason for the numbers dropping. You get a chance, get on YouTube and look up highlights of the UFL. I'm telling y'all, that's football. Lynn said it's good. I'm researching a haunted cemetery today. Oh, bought a Jeep for python hunt. Oh my dude, let me know how that goes. And we're getting ready to do a paranormal investigation of the Union Camp Cemetery north of Springfield, Missouri. I had put it on hold because I thought I was going to have a knee surgery. But now that I don't have it, I got to get with DA and I got to get with them again about getting out there and getting that investigation done. All pro sports are just a bunch of overpaid babies. They are, Don 100. That's why I like this UFL. I really like this UFL. Hopefully it doesn't let me down like the NFL has. As far as I'm concerned, I mean, last year, I watched maybe a total of 2.5 games. And I'm being pretty generous on that. And usually I don't miss a Chiefs game at all. Combined all together, I'm maybe 2.5 games is what I watched. I can't stand it. I really cannot stand the NFL anymore. So, has anybody had any encounters they want to share? And we can talk sports if there ain't no encounters, but we're supposed to be talking about cryptids, paranormal, supernatural, baby. But we'll talk about anything. It's a campfire. I wish I can get like a little thing that pops up here that has a little fire. It looks like a campfire. I think that'd be great. As far as I know, they are, Roxanne. I think it's pretty much there. They are, which I've got mixed feelings on that. It all boils down to money, but I'm sorry. The hunts have more money than even God knows what to do with. There's no reason why they can't spend that money to do what they want to do. Part of it is Kansas City's fault, yes. Big part of it is over finances, and I'm sorry, the Hunt family has enough money. They shouldn't be worrying about that, and it's greed. Greed is destroying sports. Greed has destroyed the athletes. Greed is also destroying the game. Yeah, I got rid of my season tickets this year between the NFL safety issues and prices. Yeah. Yeah, I mean it is. Hey, dwarf, salute. I agree. I mean, it's out of control. Hey, Kevin. Yeah, it's out of control. I mean, when you're paying damn near $20 for a beer and $15 for a hot dog, no, greed is out of control. I mean, you're playing these players millions of dollars and they don't even play for the game anymore. No, no, I'm done. And I have no use for it. I'd rather be on here talking to you guys than dealing with that, to be honest with you. Kind of like with the New Year's thing where I did a New Year's live. I had more fun doing that than I ever did celebrating the New Year's. Masonic, what do you mean by Masonic games, dwarf? Baseball, white cap out. I'm a Mason. What do you mean by Masonic, man? Oh man, yeah, no, I have no use for it. And it sucks as I'm master of the lodge again this year, so like I can't miss lodge. I mean, I may end up having to because of the new job, but so I can't go. You know, oh man, I don't feel like going to lodge. I got to be there. I'm master of the lodge again. Oh, and as a season ticket holder, they don't want us to resell our tickets, but we did that to recoup our cost. Heck yeah, man. Yeah, I don't blame you. It's yours. You bought it. They don't have a damn say. It's yours. Hey, Monisha, how's it going? I don't know. I want to have to check into that, dwarf. I've never heard of that. Games made by Masons. Nothing wrong with that. Right? I've never heard of that. I've got to check into that, bro. I really need to check into that. Yeah, sports were made by poor people originally, trying to kill time. But man, I'd like to see that. I need to look into that. That gives me something to look into, bro. That gives me something to look into. What's the difference between a Mason and a Freemason? So that's actually a very good question, Lynn. Very good question. So I am an ancient, free, and accepted Mason. I'm not a Freemason. I'm an ancient, free, and accepted Mason. Those follow the lines more of the Knights Templar. Masons in general, the word Masons, a lot of people give Masons a bad rep. And what they don't understand, the evil that they talk about when it comes to Masons is not the Masons in general. That was a group that was called the PJ2 Masons. They were caught practicing Luciferian and were expelled from the fraternity. The problem is people see that and they don't do the proper research on it and realize that wasn't Masons. That was just a lodge of Masons and they were expelled from the fraternity. So anytime you hear them say that Masons are an order, we're not an order. We're a fraternity. There's a difference. Oh, happy early birthday, Monisha. Let's see. Do I got something good for that? Let me see if I got something good for that. Hold on. I gotta look at this. I gotta look at this. Oh, I don't. All right, I'll just play this one.
I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes.
Yeah, I don't have a good one for. I'm gonna have to look up one for her birthday. Yeah, so we are called Freemasons a lot. In all actuality, we're ancient, free, and accepted Masons, which did stem from the Knights Templar. The Knights Templar became many things, and one of the things is ancient, free, and accepted Masons. We can trace our lineage all the way back to King Tut. We also can trace our lineage back to the Atlantean. So it's interesting. That's good. That's good. I don't know if I should sing happy birthday or not. I'm kicking around singing happy birthday. What do you guys think? Should we sing happy birthday to her? And anybody else having a birthday? Anybody else having a birthday here soon? But so yeah, it's there is a big misconception, and just because there is Masons that went bad, the Illuminati is not tied to us. The Skull and Bones is not tied to us. It's a very big misunderstanding, misconception. Anybody tells you that 33 is the highest degree that you can make in free get in Freemasons, they don't know a daggone thing about Masons. They don't. February 8th. So, that's tomorrow. Happy birthday to you too, Lynn. I guess I know I don't have no birthday ones, but I'll play something different for you as well. Man, I don't have any good ones for that stuff. Yeah, I'll just play this.
It's showtime.
I'm going to have to get a Freemason one, or a birthday one. But anyways, Illuminati, Skull and Bones, owls, all that stuff. No, was there Freemasons in that stuff? Yes, there was. Have some Masons done some bad things? Yes, they have. Are some lodges not true to the Masonic code or oath? Yes. That shouldn't put all of us in that category, and that's what sucks. Hey, Woo, good to see you. How you been, man? Haven't seen you in a while. How are you? So that's the thing. The highest degree in Freemasonry you can get is what I am, and that's a 3rd degree Master Mason. You cannot get higher than 3rd degree. Can you get further education where 32nd, 33rd comes in? Yes. So anybody that tells you that the 33rd is the highest degree, they absolutely do not know a single thing about Masonry. They don't. And that's why I laugh every time I hear people talk about that stuff, because they absolutely have no clue. Even those that so-called were Freemasons, no. Sorry. If you're saying that, you absolutely have no clue about Masonry. I put that in a different box or square. Heck yeah, bro. Oh, you're going to have to wait, honey. You should have came in before I started the show. Yeah, I know, but you're going to have to wait. Where are you at? If you're close by here, I'll open up the window for you. Excuse me, Elvira. Yeah, hold on. I'm coming, honey. I'm coming. Come on, baby. Yeah, there you go. Sorry, I had to open it. Right on, man. Right on. Yes, I like that one. I do. I got to remember that one. I got to remember that, bro. That's a good one. Hats off to you, bro. That's a good one. I like that. I'll be 100% nothing. Heck yeah. I agree. Much respect to you too, bro. No, I see. I've been a Freemason since 2017, and you know, I am a past master and current master. So that means I've been master my lodge multiple times, twice to be exact. I've been master in my lodge. I'm the current sitting master of my lodge, and so a lot of people, and this is what kills the Blue Lodge, which is what I am. I'm Blue Lodge, which is you have to be Blue Lodge to be anything else. Is they come to Blue Lodge, get raised in Blue Lodge, and then they leave us and not come back. And some of those give us a bad name. Now, I'm not going to say Pacific lodges in certain areas that we don't like very well. Those type of Masons do bad stuff. Not all of them, some of them. And that gives us a bad name. So, yeah, I just want to, if you guys, I mean, I swore an oath not to talk about what we do in lodge. Okay. There's certain things I can talk about. I did not swear an oath saying you can't go to the Library of Congress and read what we do in lodge. It's all right there. You know, our fraternity, what we do in our fraternity is right there. I just swore an oath that I cannot talk about what we do. And if a lot of you guys know me, I'm Norse. I'm Dane. I have a lot of Nordic bloodline in me. And if you're an oath breaker, you go to Niflheim as a Nithing and a Wraith. You become food for Nidhogg. I'm not an oath breaker, so I'm not going to break my oath. That's why I'm very picky about what I say. Hey, Amy, how's it going? My brother's house was very haunted. I was chased downstairs by slamming doors. No kidding. Can you, Lynn, if you're okay with it, would you mind coming on live and talking about that? Or would you explain more? Sorry about the dog men, folks. You know how them guys are. Or would you like to elaborate more on that in the chat? Heck yeah, there is. There are a lot of my family were Masons too, Roger. I love being a Mason. I really do love being a Mason. And G is important because you have to believe in God. It's not only geometry, but it's God. You have to believe in God. Yeah, the dog men are at it. They're at my feet going at it. Yeah. Sorry about that, guys. You guys are being noisy. Can you guys take that to the other room? Do you have to do that at my feet? Huh? Can you take it to the other room? I didn't say kiss my butt. I said if you guys are going to play, take it to the other room. No, of course not. No. That's a very big misunderstanding, Joan aside. Honestly, it depends on the lodge. Like our yearly dues is $78 a year. There's lodges that's $150 and more a year. So it really depends on what lodge that you're trying to join on how expensive it's going to be. And that also depends if you want further education. Do you want to join York Rite? Do you want to join Scottish Rite? Do you want to be, I mean, it also depends on a lot of programs. I see Roger in the chat. You guys not seeing Roger? I seen him. But it really depends on what else you do in Freemason. So I'm just Blue Lodge. So for me, it's $78 a year. I do a penny a day to help children. So it's actually $3.65 more on top of my regular dues. But I do a penny a day every year because that money goes to help out distressed and worthy brother Masons and their children and widows and orphans. My brother passed a couple of years ago. When I was up, I tried staying in his room, but he did not like that. He locked me out of his room and the house. Oh, no kidding, Lynn. Surprisingly not. That is not uncommon. Really not uncommon. Hey, DA, how's it going, bro? No worries. Hit me up later. I got a question about tomorrow. You can just hit me up later, bro. Okay, you good? You can see Roger? Okay, good. I was like, man, am I the only one that's seen him? So, yeah, I mean, and so that's where that comes from, Jonah side. It really depends on what lodge and what all you want to be a part of. You'll be surprised how many Masons do what I do on all aspects, not just a paranormal, supernatural. and the paranormal, but trying to help our country as well. You'll be surprised. He was a musician and had his banjo on the wall, would make noise. I love hearing that stuff, and that's very common too. Like, so I do a lot of paranormal investigations too, and every single investigation I love. There's something new that happens every single time. There's a lot of stuff that happens a lot of other times too, but there's a lot of new stuff and it's fun. So when you're hearing an instrument that somebody loved to play, that makes me happy because it means they're still there and they still have that love. People, like when I did the paranormal investigation at the Pythian Castle, the paranormal team that researches that all the time, it was like, man, we research this all the time. We've never caught all the evidence that you caught. Them guys, these spirits literally are talking to you. How did you do it? And I always tell them, it's my opinion that because they are still humans, they're just not flesh and blood humans anymore. If you treat them like a human, they're going to have a lot more interaction with you. So is that why I'm so successful on paranormal investigations? Probably. That's my theory. I can't tell you 100% for sure that's why. I just think that that's a good possibility because I still treat them like humans because they're still human. He loved scaring me as a child. Our house was really haunted. Oh, so he may still be doing that. Lynn, he may still be doing that because that's a fond memory of his. Being that's such a fond memory, he very well could still be doing that way because of that. I mean, I'm not saying that's true, but I wouldn't dispute it, if that makes sense. DA says the instrument might be bounded to him. Yep. When people place banjos and guitars on the and instruments like that, it's not uncommon for the fingers to bleed, leaving traces of their traces on the instrument ties to them. Exactly. DA, you're right. You're 100% right, buddy. Yeah. I agree with you on that 100%. So if he's still trying, guys, now take it to the other room. I was nice about it there a minute ago, and you guys are getting very, very loud again. If you guys are going to play, take it to the other room. Thank you. So if he loved to scare you, he may be trying to let you know he's still here by doing that very fond memory of doing that. So I would look at it as, hey, my brother still thinks about me, even though his fleshly body is still not here. He's still thinking of me because he's still doing what he loved to do when we were kids. It was a heavy instrument. He played at reenactments. Oh, that is so cool. I love hearing that. Thank you for sharing that. I love that stuff. I play guitar and bass and have bled on my instruments. Yeah, I bled on mine. I used to play a trombone, and I bled on mine. I used to play the guitar too. And I never used a pick. I've always used my thumb. And when I first learned, before I built calluses up, I would rub my fingers raw strumming that string. I mean, we all do. You got to think it's your blood, your sweat, your tears. I mean, all your DNA is a part of that instrument, as that instrument is a part of you. So have any attachment like that? Yeah, absolutely. That's a big part of your life, a really big part of your life. And people forget stuff like that. No matter what you do in this life, it's always going to be a part of you, and you're always going to be a part of it because a part of you is always left behind. And that could be anything. I mean, honestly, like I was having that conversation with, I don't have permission to speak about it, but I was having that conversation with that individual at lunch today. And, it's like I was telling him, I was like, in the Bible, it says at the end of days, the dead will rise before the living. So it makes me wonder if the reason why we have so much paranormal here is because you don't go directly to heaven or hell until the end of times. That's just a theory, just a hypothesis of mine. But I mean, it literally says in the good book, the dead will rise before the living. So if the dead rises before the living, that makes sense why they're still here. And then while we're communicating, like when I did that paranormal investigation of Springfield Commercial Club, which DA missed out, man, I was so sad for him when he got his back hurt and he couldn't come on that investigation with me, because that was a good investigation. And it was my youngest daughter's very first paranormal investigation I've ever took her on. And it literally was saying that it was my family member and that sometimes it could talk to my family member and loved ones that have passed. So, I mean, they're still here. It called me son, and my mother has passed away. I gotta get you guys' food out of the trunk too. I keep forgetting to do that. You guys are getting noisy again. Hey, stoppa. Nine. You get noisy again. I took some friends out to check a spook light near me, and my friends were charged and freaked out. I went back and found a panther track. No kidding. Holy cow. Wow. I've been stalked by cougars before, man. I know how that is. That's spooky. Oh, I see you're loving your kitty. I lost my best friend, Ziggy. I'm so not okay. Oh, Amy, yes, I remember you saying that. I'm sorry, sweetie. Yeah, Aurora, she's old. Baby kitty returned. Baby kitty's around here somewhere. Baby kitty's been up my butt too. And I keep having to nurse Aurora here back to health from time to time. She's old, but she's my baby. I got to to watch orbs. It's like a light show. No kidding. Yeah, it's the orbs. Okay, orbs is a funny subject. Okay, I know, and I believe in orbs. I've seen orbs. Certain times of year, you have to be very careful on if it's actually orbs or not. I get more excited about orbs in the winter time than I do spring, summer, or fall. Spring, summer, or fall, it could be insects and it could be dust. Wintertime, it could be dust, or it could be paranormal. Now, like when it sets off the security light on my cameras, that makes me happy because that's going to be paranormal. When it sets off my EMF detector, that's going to be paranormal. Hey, Scott. The scripture you're talking about is First Thessalonians 4:16 through 18. Thank you. Yes. Okay. I couldn't remember, so thank you on that, Scott. Oops. Yeah. I was thinking it was Revelations, but I appreciate that. Hey, Brother William. I have a Apothecus and a Wampapitapoctus. I hope I said that right. I'm trying to speak William. Either way, it's funny to hear, though. 9. Stopa. 9. We were filming a Bigfoot documentary, and the orbs were in the area of sighting the day before. So my new intro videos that I placed, you notice, so that actually was Indian Point in Branson, Missouri. I was not there to do a paranormal investigation. I was actually talking. I was at a national rally, and I was talking to one of my brothers who I've had on the show before, and we were showing equipment off, and all of a sudden it went into, we was helping a little girl, that had passed on. She had been kidnapped and passed on. And there was an elder man there he was the dominant spirit there, and he was very violent. And we had to really push him away. And we ended up helping this little girl and some other people that night. So that night, I had a feeling, and he did too, that I needed to set up my camcorder while I sleep. And I knocked the gerbil on Heek, bro. Oh, thank you, Amy. Yeah, that's a deal that's on here, and I like it too. So, anyways, I set that up, and it's funny because you'll see it in my intro videos, my new intro videos that I just made, and you'll watch my camera glitch out, go like nuts, and then right after you'll see an orb just kind of dance down. That kind of stuff makes me happy because that could very well be a paranormal orb because my camera glitched out right before it came down. And you'll see it on one of them when I was at the Springfield Commercial Club when I was sitting there with the client and then we were doing an EVP session with her in there. You watch an orb shoot over my EMF detector and my EMF detector lights up. That's when I get excited about orbs. Because that you can pretty much guarantee with that stuff there, that is paranormal. But a lot of people claim orbs and it's insects or dust. You have to be very, very careful about orbs. I love them. They're great. They're awesome. But you have to be careful. This is an area of mounds, 3 Seminole Wars, and has an old homestead. I thought I saw just a torso float out of the tree line. You probably did. See, a lot of people get a very big misunderstanding about paranormal investigations, think they're going to see a full body apparition. Full body apparition is extremely rare. A partial apparition is rare too. 9 times out of 10, you're going to get EVP or orb activity more than you will a partial or even a full body apparition. In my life, I've seen I'm 46 years old, and I've probably seen 4 full body apparitions and probably 10 partial apparitions my whole entire life. So it's to be seeing a torso like that, that is awesome, Lynn. And you ought to count your blessings for that because that is rare. That is very rare. So, I mean, dude, hats off to you. It's a good feeling when you see that. At least for me, it is. I don't know about you. For me, that is a very good feeling. The Timucua tribe were cannibals. They barbecued the fallen enemy. There's actually a lot of tribes that did that. So, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. William, they won't stop. I'll get on to them. They'll stop for a few seconds, then they're right back in. Boar is the biggest instigator of it all. Yeah, I do too. I mean, I love it. I'm like a kid in a candy store. I mean, both cryptid or all of it, cryptid, paranormal, supernatural. I'm like a kid in a candy store, man. I absolutely love that stuff. Parts, yeah. But I mean, it is so good to actually see that. You know, like when I did that latest one, when I did my 81-year-old neighbor who's never had a paranormal experience in his life. And literally I turn on my digital 360 as I'm setting up my equipment. You'll hear me setting up my equipment. A few minutes after I set up or start my digital 360, I get a little boy goes, "What are you doing?" Right when I'm setting up equipment. I love that stuff. I just, Cola Man. Yeah. I do. I love that stuff. That is why I enjoy doing investigations. It's little stuff like that. I mean, it's an intelligent hunt, and it's a little boy because you can tell by the voice, and he knows what I'm doing and asking me what I'm doing. So he's literally watching me. He was right there watching me because he wanted to know. He was a typical little boy. What are you doing? I mean, it's amazing. I might be able to pull that up. Let me see if I can. Yep. Give me a second. Let me load that up. I'll get back to the chat here in a second. I wonder if I can. Yes, I can. Awesome. Okay, this is what I was talking about on that digital 360. Here we go. Hey, Jessica. I don't know if you guys can hear it. If you ain't got headphones, it may be hard, or if you ain't got your speaker up. But you hear that little boy go, "What are you doing?" And you hear me literally I was actually putting my tripod for my video camera or my camcorder up. I don't know if you guys could hear that or not, but that was that was that little boy going, "What are you doing?" Even stuff like this here. Let me download this. I mean, this is just. I think this was that little boy running around because he was running around us all night. Um, Even stuff like this, I love it when I get investigations. Here we go.
Now, come on. Now, come on.
So I mean, even stuff like that, I love it. Nope, but I wasn't. Well, let me know when you're ready, Don. I'll play it again for you, bud. William says, "I'm going to be busy tonight. So much paranormal and supernatural activity now. I had a huge black shadow figure walk around the side of the house earlier." Oh, man. Yeah, let me know on that. Let me know how that goes, brother. Let me know when you're ready, Don, and I'll play that little boy's voice for you again. I don't need ghosts. I talk to myself all the time. You should hear the looks I get in stores. Do you answer yourself, though? You may talk to yourself. Do you answer yourself? Ready? Okay, here we go. 9. Stopa. All right, I'm going to play this for Don one more time. Here we go, guys. Could you hear it that time, Don? I can see that, Amy. I can see that. William says it literally formed shadows across the ceiling and inside the living room and kitchen. Holy cow, dude. Is it? Yeah, the clicking is me extending the legs on my tripod. While you hear that clicking, you hear that. That's the little boy. What are you doing? I don't know if I got a better version than that. I can hear it when I have my headphones on or I got the volume turned up, which I don't have the volume turned up right now. Is it tied to what we've been dealing with, William, or is it something different? Oh, this is. Let me see. Let me see how good this one plays. Let's see if this one you can hear a little bit louder. As soon as I can get it to play. 9.
I know he's got some food around here. What do you want to eat? I know he's got some food around here. What do you want to eat?
Yeah, I can't hear that one very good. I picked up a Malinois pup a while back and stopped at the haunted cemetery to walk her and see if I could stir something up. Ended up scaring ghost hunters in a crypt. I screamed at all of them. Oh my gosh, that's funny. I'm sorry to laugh, but that is funny, Lynn. That is very, very funny. Okay, this one plays really good. You can hear this one. Give me a second and I'll upload it. I laughed and thought, hell yeah. Here, this one you can hear pretty good. Here we go. Could you guys hear that one better? That was caught on a digital 360 saying right here. I laughed and they laughed. It was funny. Dude, I'd probably have to laugh too. I'm sorry. I would. Actually, I did, I guess. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, this is the type I run into stuff all the time. And he's scratchy and spooky. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, I'm deleting these real quick. Scratchy and spooky, yes. You heard something, couldn't make it out. Yeah, I mean, you got to really be listening, but it says it right there, right here. Not a cryptid, not ever human, something very old, or just arrived here. Oh, okay, bro. Okay. Oh, thank you, Dwarf. Yeah, I made those. All the artwork I have on my that I use for my shows, my books, my investigations. That's artwork I created. I created all that artwork. Is it what I imagine a demon sounds like? Yeah, and I've heard several stuff like that during investigations where it does sound demonic. I'm not saying it is. That's just how they sound. See how good this is a very common one that you run into with EVPs on investigations. See how good this plays. You can kind of hear it. You'll need headphones. You can kind of hear that one. You'll need headphones though. And this is important on this investigation because this talks about literally what happened on the property. I want to see how good it plays. So that one's kind of hard to hear. But my neighbor had a fire. William, dang. The neighbor's house burnt down, and we were talking about the fire, and it literally said, I started it. This is that one. This is very common. You'll catch this quite often during, especially in the beginning of a paranormal investigation, because they don't know you. Here we go. That is very common. You'll hear that multiple times during an investigation, especially during the beginning, because they don't know you. All right, bro. Keep me updated on how that goes. But there's so many times you'll hear them, they'll tell you, get out. Because they don't want you there. They don't know you. You're a stranger in their home, and they're not happy about it. Or some of them are very unpleasant and just don't like you or anybody. And that's why they tell you to get out. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. They're still human. They're not flesh and blood human. They're still human. They're just not flesh and blood. So I mean, it's expected to have that. You're exactly right. Stranger danger. They don't know you. That's why I always treat them like a human, and I'm very calm, and I stand my ground. I don't let them push me around, but I don't agitate. I never, never, never agitate on investigation because I'm not the one that has to suffer with the repercussions of that. My client does. So why, if I'm there to help my client, why the hell would I aggravate these things to get a response? I absolutely cannot stand that method. That method aggravates the holy living crap out of me that you want to aggravate them to get a response to get your clicks. That is so wrong. I mean, if you guys have watched my investigations, you'll see how much activity I catch, and I do not provoke. And you're absolutely right, William. Never provoke. I never do it. And I get tons and tons and tons of evidence on my investigations, and I don't provoke. I treat them like a human because that's what they are. So, I mean, that stuff agitates the holy living crap out of me. And even cryptids. I mean, here's a cryptid vocal. You can't tell me that Bigfoot don't talk. Okay, Roxanne, give me 1 second. Let me play this, and then we'll get to the top of the hour. Yeah, I know. It looks like a donut dwarf. This is literally a female Bigfoot that I captured off my front porch. Here we go.
Hello, Judy. My name is Eric.
Oh, wrong one. Sorry, wrong one. Uh-oh. Is it not going to load it? Well, let's see how this one plays.
Hello, Judy. My name is Eric. How are you?
Nope. Okay. For some reason, I've had this uploaded before. Why is it not uploading now? I'm trying to work on. Huh. Give me a second. I'll be right with the chat, guys. Oh, there it is. Found it. Okay. You have to listen carefully with this one. So I'll give you a countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That was a female Bigfoot going, Shante. That's possible. That's possible, bro. Roxanne, let's do my book commercial for the top of the hour. Let me find it. Here we go. You can find my books on Amazon.com/author/ED Testerman. If you follow my author's fan page, it will let you know before anybody else when I have a new book release. Rate and comment my books. Help me get my books to reach other people. Rating and commenting does that just as much as purchasing them does. So if you like historical fiction, cryptid horrors, modern cryptid horrors, historical fiction, sci-fis, buy my books. I love writing them. I'm almost done with Reign of the Draugr, Dawn of Armageddon. I'm virtually done with it. I'm waiting on a reply back from my INR readers on how the book's going. So I'm going to try to finish that this weekend. And that'll be my 8th book that I've published. So go on Amazon, check it out, follow my author's fan page, and I hope you guys enjoy my books. Hey, Arlen. I found a Bigfoot print in the Everglades because a crow was sitting on a bridge facing the woods and screeching. I stopped at all the bridges in the Everglades, but the crow told me to look there. That's awesome. Yeah, I still remember my very first footprint I ever found. I love that stuff. He was handsome. Oh, what did I miss? Who you talk about, Scott? I missed something. Oh no, man, that's a perfectly good reason to be late, Arlen. Never feel bad about that. Children are a blessing and a miracle. Oh, Miss Lene. Hello, Miss Lene. Thank you, sweetheart. That means the world to me. Thank you so much. It was a neat experience. I kind of identify with the Morgan. Yeah. You know, even when footprints I find to this day, I still get as giddy as a little schoolgirl, man. I love it. I love that stuff. You've read the first two Grimson books? How do you like them? Black Death was a fun one. Black Death was a fun. Whoops. Black Death was a fun one to write. The Bonnie-headed guy. Yeah, I mean, all that artwork. The only artwork that I have not created for a book cover was my very first one. Um, all my other books since Saga Grimson Book One, the beginning, has been artwork that I created for those books. It was my first print, but it was the best. I mean, that's so cool. I mean, I remember every single one of them. You'll see one of them in my opening video of one that was captured 300 yards from my house. That is so cool. Tell her the Bizarre the Unknown Universe said happy birthday, man. You know, we all want to wish her a happy birthday. Kids are such a blessing. I mean, they really are such a blessing. So never feel bad about being late or missing the show when it's dealing with putting a smile on the kid's face, man. There's nothing more amazing or more closeness to Yahuwah than the smile of a child, man. Yeah, I mean, I never feel sorry for that. So, but yeah, I mean, so yeah, I mean, so when you're doing these investigations or you get experiences like what you've been talking about, Lynn, that's awesome, and that's what this show's about, is hearing this type of stuff. You know, you ought to feel very blessed with everything that you've had a chance to experience. I'm trying to write a memoir on being a cadaver dog handler. I film my areas while I tell my war and search stories. Awesome. Let me know how that goes. She graduated from college in June with a double major 4.0 top in her degree. That is cool. I am so happy. That is awesome, Arlen. I love hearing stuff like that. I do. That is so cool. My oldest is studying to be a lawyer right now. And she is all year round, she's at school with cheerleading, golf, and her major. You know, she got a scholarship with golf and cheerleading. And she is just knee deep in it all the time. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to finish college because I ran out of finances. Because I'd started out as forensics, studying law and studying to be a forensics officer, and I didn't like how the system worked. And then they came out with wildlife management and Missouri conservation, and that was more my forte. And I went in there. I ended up with 68 college credit hours, but I didn't get a chance to graduate. It's this channel. My last story was the recovery of a naval aviator, Michael Scott Spencer. Oh, so cool. Yeah, make sure your link's in there, Lynn, so people can click on it. Type in your actual link, and that way people can click on it and go right to it. That's what my granddaughter was an award-winning cheerleader since age 6. She wanted to go to law school. That's so cool. We need good lawyers. We have a shit ton of crap lawyers. We need good lawyers. I always told my girls growing up, when they were growing up, it's like, I need one of you to be a lawyer and one of you be a doctor. That way, one of you can keep daddy out of trouble and the other one can heal daddy up when he does something dumb. So I'm batting 1 for 2. I'm doing pretty good. There you go. People, her chats in the or her links in the chat. Make sure you click on that and go see her channel. Sorry, I'm copying that so I don't forget it. Hopefully it doesn't lose it. No worries. No worries. See if I can get this to work without jacking everything up. It may take a minute. There you go. Thank you, Manisha. And we got a lot of other people's links in here too. If you're not following them, make sure you click them as my moderators put them up. Dwarf's got a couple videos I got to get caught up on. Why are you not popping up? No, there we go. Eric, in the first year that before I got married, up until I got married, I had miracles that happened to me. I am writing a book about these happenings to pass on to my family. Awesome. Yeah, let me know when that's done. Seriously. You're welcome. I'm waiting on this other deal to load up so I can put it in there before I lose it. It's taking its sweet time to load. Oh, that was my belly. I thought I heard a growl outside my window, and then I felt my belly rumble shortly after. I was like, oh, okay, never mind. That was my belly. Okay. Oops, wrong one. It jumped on me. Yep, I got it. There you go, Lynn. I got it. Ta-da! You did it. Make sure you guys hit the bell icon that says all, because it loves to go into personal. And if you goes to personal, you won't hear about it. So make sure you click when you hit the bell icon, you click it and it says all. And that's for anybody that you follow on YouTube. YouTube loves changing that. So you got to constantly keep an eye on that. You're welcome. So, yeah, DA is going to have a show here in about 45 minutes. No worries, DA. You're all good, brother. Eat some for me. I love homemade biscuits and gravy. I'm going to have to come to your house, not only to pet your horses, but get some of that biscuits and gravy. Man, Mom was so good at making biscuits and gravy, and I jack gravy up I don't know what I do wrong. I will figure it out one day. I've been able to successfully do it once when Mom was sitting there making sure I did everything right, and I've tried to do it. Hey, Poncho, how's it going, bro? I tried to do it right, and I haven't been able. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I will get it figured out. I love homemade sausage gravy, and I usually make mine. I do. Hey, I'm raiding your house one morning, Da. I find out today you and Noah's making biscuits and gravy. I'm raiding your house. Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Lene. My bad. I didn't know that. I apologize. I am so sorry to hear that. Did you go to that conference, Poncho? Or is that next week? I can't remember if that was this weekend or next weekend. Hell yeah, bro. I'll hold you up to that. Oh, I need to get with you also because I'm not having that knee surgery now. So we need to get that. I could have swore I just seen a light there over here on my left side. One cannot brag about biscuits and gravy and not invite me over. Hell yeah. But so we can get on that investigation there at the Union Camp Cemetery now that I'm not having that knee surgery. Hey, Corey. Oh, no worries, bro. No worries. Uh-oh. Now it's starting to act up again. Huh. I guess I'm going to have to stop highlighting because it's starting to act up again. I like medium rare steak with eggs and biscuits and gravy. Oh, yeah. I like to make eggs and just put it on top of my steak, too. Oh, I was going to do that today, too, Dawn, but I got busy and didn't get to. Okay, July 25th. Thanks, Poncho. Jonas says, I make great biscuits and great. Mom could, man. My God. And homemade chimichangas. Oh, my God. Yeah. Man, I can eat sausage, biscuits, and gravy every day too. I love that stuff. I had some the other morning on my way to work. I was feeling a little peckish, a little weird. My blood sugars was off, so I stopped at Brahms and got me some biscuits and gravy. They got some pretty good biscuits and gravy. It's one of the few places they got some decent. We'll leave it at that. Decent thing with all a bunch of hillbillies. Yeah, we are. Biscuits and gravy. Shit on shingles, man. Yes, shit on. I've always known it as shit on shingles. My uncle was in the Navy, and that's what he always called it. So I mean, for years and years and years, that's what I've always called it: shit on shingles. And yeah, definitely. We used to use toast though. It wasn't shit on shingles unless it was on toast. Otherwise, it was biscuits and gravy. And Corey, I found that bear. Nope, it's in my bedroom. I found where they knocked that box off. I got the bear claw. I just got to get it put on my hat. It is, Dawn. It's getting very hard. The one I was talking about last show is May 2nd. And yes, that was the one. Yes. Oh, it's Gatlinburg. Okay. Yeah. The one May 2nd. That's the one. Townsend, Tennessee. That was the one I was thinking of. I don't know why I was thinking it was this weekend. My dad shit on shingles. That's how I make our sausage gravy too. Heck yeah. I use Jimmy Dean sage sausage. That's one of my favorite sausages is Jimmy Dean sage sausage. Oh, you loved it? Heck yeah. And that's what mom would make homemade biscuits and gravy with the Jimmy Dean sage sausage. And every now and then, because dad and I like spicy food, she would make it with the Jimmy Dean fire sausage. Oh, so good. So good. I always put Louisiana hot sauce on it. Man, I just. Your sage sausage? Yeah, I do. I love Jimmy Dean sage sausage. Yes, it is. Yes, it is, Poncho. I love it. I love it. I finally broke down and bought some food yesterday. And I finally found my covered wagon bacon. I love covered wagon bacon. That's like my favorite bacon. The flavor is phenomenal. You get a lot of bacon grease from it. I love covered wagon bacon. And I buy it in a 20-pound box. And I've got to split it up. But yeah, I found that and bought me 2 things of Jimmy Dean sage sausages. Eric, since you got this new internet, your signal's amazing, bright and clear, no lag. Thank you, Arlen. Yes, I'm so happy. So happy. Blue and gold bacon grease is the best to make gravy. Oh, man, like when I make cornbread, I mix bacon grease in with the batter, and in the bottom of the pan, I'll halfway fry some bacon, lay the bottom of my pan with that bacon, and then I take that bacon infused cornbread mix and I put it on top of there and bake it together. Oh, so good. My son would put ketchup on biscuits and gravy. Try looking at. Oh, I can't do that. Does sage cleanse the gaseous demons? I don't know, man, but it's good. But I always add Tabasco red. I can't stand Tabasco sauce, man. I can't. Oh, makes great homemade tear gas, but far as the using it itself, I can't stand Tabasco sauce. But it does make very good homemade tear gas. Not that I would know from doing anything like that in the Marine Corps during platoon brawls. Yeah, I know. I've been eating since 11:30. I had lunch with somebody at 11:30 and it ended up going 4 hours long and haven't eaten since. So like when I get done, I'm going to be listening to DA's show while making me something to eat. That is good, Arlen. And tried smoked meatloaf. Smoked meatloaf was good too. Cornbread crackle. I don't know. I've never heard of cornbread crackle before, Scott. But yeah, I've had bacon wrapped meatloaf. I love it. Yeah, that's good stuff. Making fun of cornbread. Yeah. No, man, oh God. I'm having gyros here in about a half hour. Gyros. Ain't that like a sandwich, if I remember right, Poncho? You know, Billy at all. Oh man. Yeah, I mean, oh gosh. Open faced meatloaf sandwich. Yeah. Yeah, I used to have meatloaf sandwiches when I was younger. I like my meatloaf hot though. I reheat it. I'm bougie. I got a heated lunchbox at work, and so I make enough dinner that I can actually bring it in and put it in that heated lunchbox. Man, I get tired of cold lunches. I had medium rare prime rib and tater and gravy. I ate at Jim's Steakhouse and I had a prime rib French dip sandwich. I'm not a French dip sandwich guy, but something about Jim's Steakhouse there in Springfield, their prime rib French dip sandwiches are awesome. Crackling cornbread. Yeah. I may have had it and don't remember. Depression era food, yeah. Meatloaf on sourdough bread. Heck yeah. Hey, Dario, how's it going? Oh my gosh, I forgot how to say hello in Italian. I tried to learn that the other day, and now I forgot just for this case, and now I forget. Lion's choice, yeah. Let's see if this messes with my chat again. Yep, it's messing with. Yeah, I gotta quit highlighting stuff. It's starting to mess with my chat again. Chio. It's old school hard pork rind side. The cornbread lost of. Oh man, I love pork rinds. You said that. You're getting old there, yeah. It's old school hard pork rind inside of the cornbread. Lots of fat and oh, that sounds good though. She just got down, Dario. State Fair ribeye sandwiches. I don't know if I've had one of those. That does sound good though. Yeah, Aurora was just on my shoulder, but she got down. Ever since my days of work changed, my cats or my animals have been very needy because they're so used to me being off for 8 years. I was off the same 3 days of the week, and now that's changed with this new position. So they're like, "You're supposed to be home on Fridays, Daddy, and you're not home." Oh, old fashioned tenderloin sandwich. Heck yeah. Nah, few places do, Roxanne, but yeah, we used to butcher our hogs and make cracklings. Yes, man, my mom made that crackling cornbread. Yeah, so we used to purposely get hog fat just for that, and we mixed it in with our venison when we made our own venison hamburger because venison's so lean. It dries out real easy. So we would mix pork fat in with our venison hamburger to give it not only flavor, but moisture as well. So I remember when mom was making lard, she'd have that crackling left over and she would mix that crackling in a lot of stuff. Hog jaw. Yeah, I can't do hog jaw. But she would mix that crackling in with gravy most of the time. That's what she did. And that's what we had shit on shingles was crackling gravy. It was so good. Oh, head cheese. Oh, God, no. My grandpa and grandma Steinman loved head cheese. Oh, I vomited so bad when I had that. Oh, no. Yeah, I've done that too, Poncho. I usually do it with my venison. But yeah, hog jaw is better than real butter. Yep. Yeah, head cheese was very popular, especially from the Depression era people. Head cheese was extremely popular. My grandparents were hog farmers. Yeah, we used to have hogs too. My grandmother had stories sound more cryptid than haunted. I got stories about hogs too, owning a hog farm too. We'll just leave it at that. I can't talk too much about that, but yeah, we had hogs too. Meow, meow. Where you at, honey? Well, come here. You just gonna sit there and meow? No, I didn't call you. I was calling the cat. Quit. You okay, Aurora? He was being mean and pushed you out of the way. Aurora. Yeah. I'm sorry he was being mean to you. Head cheese on crackers and hot sauce. Yeah. I'm sorry he was being mean to you, honey. Yeah. And got 9 pounds of dog food cooking now, 6 pounds of beef heart, and the rest is pumpkin and sweet potato. Heck yeah. Hey, Joanne, how's it going? Heck yeah, man. I need to learn how to make my own dog food. I used to dehydrate it, but there's a better way of doing it. I just got to learn how to do it. But it used to be whatever I didn't use when I was successfully hunting, I would cut it up and dehydrate it and feed it to my animals. Lynn says, my grandmother spoke of something hairy but bipedal that stepped between my grandmother and her sister and went into the storm cellar. No kidding. That's cool. Getting a little brisk in upstate New York. It's been really nice here. Hey, Corey, you take it easy, bro. Thanks for coming in. See, like I was never a liver and gizzards person. I'll use it for catfishing, but as far as eating, I couldn't do it. Yeah, but I've cut heart up before and used it catfishing, and it's worked good. I've tried it once and I was not a fan of it, and I've never ate it since. But I've used that stuff for cat food, cat treats, dog treats, and catfishing. So whatever I don't eat, I usually give to my animals or I give back to nature. It's important to have that circle with nature and your animals. Very, very important. Is that why I'm so successful on my investigations? Probably. I don't know. I like to think so. But it's I live in a symbiotic relationship with all the animals, creatures on this property. They would sleep on the porch in the summer before AC. It would knock on the walls and make baby noises and walk on the roof. I've actually heard that a lot. And I've actually got recordings of the juveniles walking on my porch and the roof of my porch, along with that female vocal saying Shante. You hear the little juveniles making their little grunting noises, and then you'll hear them climbing up and down my ladder and walking around on my porch and the roof of my porch as well. My first ex-wife made meatloaf wild critters wouldn't eat. Oh my gosh. That's bad. That's bad. Hey, Larry. Yeah, it is. I had a good Saturday today, Larry. I did. I had a very blessed one. Just checked it. It is 1 degree here. Wind 17 miles an hour and gust up to 50. Feels like 20 below. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's 47 here finally. Hey, Bobby. Oh, Larry, I hate hearing that, man. I hope you get to feeling better, bud. I'm waiting on it to pop up so I can read it better. The boys would run out and it would knock on the wall. The girls were in with the boys out with, oh, wow. Yeah. 33 in St. Louis. Yeah. No, man, it's been so cold here to have this warm temperature is nice. Like I was out measuring a subdivision yesterday at work, and it was so nice when it was 61. I mean, it was kind of chilly with the wind, but it was so nice to be able out there and measuring the roads and stuff in 61-degree weather. I was like, dude, this is so nice. We've been freezing our backsides off so bad for the last few weeks. It was nice to have that warm weather for a change. 60 there. Hell yeah. Yeah, it's 47. I don't know what the temperature got to today. I didn't pay attention. But we're supposed to have some really nice weather the next week or so. What are you doing? Come here. Yeah, come here. Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. Thank you for not being so loud now. I appreciate it, buddy. Yes, I know. Hi. You can't fit in my lap with this computer chair, bud. You have to wait until I get my fat guy comfy chair. Yeah, come on. You're digging your claws into me. Be careful. Thank you. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, okay. I love you too. Now it's time to get down. I said hi to you. I gave you some lovin's so you can be on the show because that's what you wanted. You're talking about a storm at the end of the month, maybe. Ooh, yeah. Well, it's getting about that time of year. It is. It's coming on March. There's still possibility for some more snow. I mean, we've had up to a foot of snow in April before, so we're not out of the woods yet, but you can see the light at the end of the tunnel. Man, what do you want, my mouth? Don't knock my stuff over, honey. You have a bad problem knocking stuff over. That's why I know the world ain't flat, because the cats ain't knocked everything off yet. Huh? Yeah. What? What do you want, you little monster? There you go. Yep. Yeah, you're purring away now. That's what you wanted. Yeah. Can you tell me all about it? And talking about a drought more than usually, very little rain for us this year. I don't know, man. Yeah. Hey, Christopher. Thank you. Much love to you too, bro. Yeah. So, hey, everybody who shared today, thank you so much. I mean, that's awesome. That's why this is what it's been. The winter been brutal up here this year. Yeah, we've had a good one this year too. Electric heating tape on shower pipe and cellar, 2 electric ceramic heaters, electric bill over 400 last month. Yeah, I know that feeling, Joanne. Ooh, I know that feeling. Yeah, I seen my electric bill and I about pooed my pants. Hey, claws. You don't need your claws dug into me. Yeah, and I've noticed, the cryptid activity's been pretty dang active, even for, I could have swore I just seen a white light shoot past my window. Earlier, I had one that looked like it passed past my glasses. It's been pretty high, even with the cold winter we've had. A lot of feline creatures too. Angel, my batootie. I've been missing my shows past few weeks. Yeah, it's understandable. There's been a lot. And I had 3 weeks where I didn't do shows because I had that embarrassing deal, and then I got sick, and then I was pushing snow. So, it's nice to be able to come back and get on these lives with you guys and share your guys' stuff and talk about things. I got to figure out something for tomorrow for the 100th episode. Um, because tomorrow's show is going to be the 100th episode of the Bizarre and the Unknown. We just hit our 80th here on the Campfire Chats. So I'm still trying to figure. I'm still dressed from lunch. I literally. Thank you, Bobby, for the $5 super sticker. That's awesome. I appreciate that so much. You're awesome, dude. It's in the middle of the 60s here. Yeah. I'm loving that temperature. I'm loving that temperature, Bobby. Got the mini heater on and an electric blanket plus a heavy quilt. Oh, yeah. Hey, okay. But when I went outside, even with the thermostat or then the insulated lined gloves on, my fingers got go. Yeah, I've got heated gauntlets for when I'm riding my bike in the wintertime. They don't work. My fingertips still freeze. Yeah. It's you, Roxanne. It's you telling the stories. I lived in Indiana before I went into the Army. Brutal winters. I got out in 1973. 2 weeks later, waist deep, I moved to South Carolina. Oh, God, yeah. It's like 15 degrees. Yeah, it was like that. I mean, we were in the negatives there for a couple weeks. I've been picking up bottles for some side cash. Heck yeah, man. You got to do what you got to do, you know? I agree. It has been a screw season. 9. Stopa. Take it to the other room. You guys are being rude. Yeah, I know it's you. You're the one that instigates it. No, 9. 9. 9. Heated grips and gator grips. Yeah, I've tried heater grips. I've not. It's great. Heck yeah. I've not had success with them, Poncho. Some people have. It may have been just the style. I'm talking to a brother of mine. He's got some 16-inch ape hangers that I'm wanting to get to put on my bike. I've got to get a new clutch cable. They sent me the wrong clutch cable. Anytime I turn my handlebars to the left, it takes it out of gear. So I'm like, if I'm going to have to replace this again, I've been wanting to have 16-inch apes put on my bike, kind of set me up straighter. So I'm going to be getting with him soon about getting them 16s if they'll fit my bike. I spent all day on the road, so I don't want to be seen, but I could talk on a different show. I can send you my Bigfoot pics. I have a couple of decent ones. Yeah, do that, Lynn. That'd be perfect. I was stationed in Korea the year before I got out. That was really cold. Yeah. Yeah. Japan, when I was in Mount Fuji, Japan, that's where they used to train as samurai there in Mount Fuji, which is a volcano. That's the only place on this planet that it snowed, iced, and rained at the exact same time. I'm not talking about one, then the other. It did all three at the same time. Pisto, I'm a ride out be lurking. Heck yeah. Had some good gloves on snowsuit when I rode in winter. Man, I've don't know how many times I've rode and literally shaken ice off my leathers because ice formed up on me while I was riding. I can't do it no more, man. My body don't like that cold riding. And I went down on ice. I've been down on gravel, ice, asphalt, and grass. Ice was the worst thing I ever been down on. That hurt. Going down on ice on a bike hurts so bad. Handlebar mitts with greeted grip. Catch. Yeah. I've seen those, Poncho. I've not tried that style. I've heard some things good about it, but I've not tried them personally myself. Yeah, my fingertips, even with my Honda. I mean, I've got a $280 set of heated gauntlets for riding, and my fingertips still freeze and get numb. My toes do too. Yes, for motorcycles. Yes, Joanne. Yeah. I left a little in ice storm, road to Texas. Yeah, man, I remember one time I was coming back from a funeral in St. Joe. And this was on Veterans Day. And I stopped at the old truck stop that my grandpa used to take us when we went up there to visit to have biscuits and gravy. And I got a free steak lunch for being a veteran. And then I was eating and I looked up and I seen the storm clouds coming. I'm like, oh, this sucks, man. And I was riding a 2005 Honda Shadow Arrow when this happened. And so I hurried up, ate my lunch, got on my bike. Man, I had the throttle just twisted all the way back. I mean, I was hauling butt trying to stay ahead of the storm. And I got just south of Clinton. And I was in this really long curve. And that gust of wind hit me and almost knocked me over and broke my blinker on my bike. Here we go, big biscuits and gravy conversation. Hell yeah. I rode dual sport in same conditions, never had cold hands. You lucky. You're lucky. I need to check you all later. I have enjoyed it. Thank you, Arlen. You like I said, make sure you tell that grandbaby. You know, we all here at the Bizarre and the Unknown Universe tell her happy birthday. You guys don't listen very good, do you? Read that. I read that mittens are warmer than gloves. I don't know. Could be. I really can't tell you 100% on that or not. Ain't luck when you're prepared properly. Yeah. Yeah, when that wind hit me in that curve and I about laid that bike over doing a $120, that was a scary moment. I'm actually shocked that the 5.0 never pulled me over, but I think they knew what I was doing because, I mean, that storm literally was nipping on my heels from St. Joe all the way down to here. I never listen or something my wife says stuff I don't know. Yeah. Okay. Yep. I'm caught up on all that. I got to move this little heater. It's burning my leg up. But, road to Texas to Michigan, rained harder than all get out. Had to stop every 50 miles for tornadoes. Oh, man. Yeah. Man, I've rode through my fair share of tornadoes, straight line winds, hailstorms. I've literally got off my bike bloody from hell. That stuff hurts, man. When you're doing, even at 20 miles an hour, if that hail hits you at 20 miles an hour, it cuts you open. It sucks. There's been several times I've stopped under overpasses and waited till the storm quit because it was so bad. I remember one time me and a brother of mine was riding down to a rally. And I thought I heard a tornado siren. And I said, hey, bro. He's like, yeah. I said, tornado siren. We got a tornado. We got to find cover. He's like, what? I said, tornado. He's like, what? So I shut my bike off and you can hear the siren. About that time, we're watching trash cans fly across the road in front of us. Man, we hit that shoulder there on the left side, passing vehicles up. They were honking at us. We're like, I don't care. Man, we shot down there, got into cover because the daggone tornado was right there. I've literally seen straight line winds pick a bike up on its kickstand and slam it back down. I've literally been hit by tree branches. Yeah, I've rode in a lot of that crap, man. Nowadays, I'm like, I can't do it no more. My body don't like it. I want to get them 16-inch apes put on my bike because that's going to stand me up nice and straight. I think it's going to be easier on my back. I need a bigger bike. I just don't have the money. I really want that Springfield Dark Horse. Uh-oh. Speaking of the jackass, hey, brother. Yeah, you remember, don't you, bro? This literally is my bro that I was with when that happened. Even the bike that was picked up on the kickstand, me and this dude here, has rode through some gnarly stuff on our bikes, man. Gnarly stuff on our bikes. This is, hey, y'all, this is my brother, David. Hell of a good dude. He's the one that gave me my road name. Ape hangers will make your hands numb. Yeah, if they're up a certain height, they absolutely will, Lynn. Yeah. Apes can't ride like so. Yeah, I can't have nothing way up here, but 16s puts me level. Right now I got 10s and I'm kind of bent over. So 16s would put me up level. Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. We have been through some crap together on our bikes. Yeah. Everybody give a warm welcome to David. He's my bro, man. We've been bros for 30 years. Yeah, you do, Roxanne. Uncle Fluffy. Although, man, as much weight as I've lost, I don't know if I'm fluffy anymore, man. I'm still a screamer, though. 9. Take it to the other room. You guys are being distracting. But, yeah, man, me and this cat here, we've had some fun. We've had some fun. I about made him poop his pants one time because we was going under an overpass, and I pulled my clutch in and just he thought he was getting shot at. We was at a certain part of town. I about fell off my bike laughing so hard. Oh, I had an 883 board out to a 1200 and slammed to the ground. Hell yeah, Lynn. I love it. I just 9 Stopa. See, you guys are getting too out of hand and hurting each other. Then you're going to start a big fight, and we don't need that right now. I know you're instigating it. You need to stop, boy. Yeah. No, whatever. Yeah. No kidding, Joanne. Now, you can kiss my butt all you want. I know you're instigating it. You little troublemaker. You're not pit bull, but I swear you act like it half the time. Knucklehead. Yeah, I love you too. I love you too. Yeah, I got loud with you, didn't I? Well, it's because you're not listening. I'm sorry I got loud with you, but you're not listening. Oh, okay. Pop down. Down. There we go. All right, guys, we're getting close to that mark. DA will be coming on in 10 minutes. So we got a few more minutes. Has anybody else got anything they want to share? My wife rebuilt an old Ironhead one, first place in the world. Oh, man, it's hard to see up here. I've got a few of my trophies I've won from bike shows. My mouth up has dogman ears. I love it. I don't know if you guys can see it from here or not. Let me see. Yeah, there they are. That's just 2 of my trophies I've won at bike shows with my bike. There and there. I've got more in my bedroom, and I got more on my walls, and I've got plenty of bike trophies, man. I don't show anymore. The last one I did, I got told I was going to show my bike. Yeah, I got first place on that one. Yeah, and the people that told me I'm going to show my bike, you really don't say no to. So I was like, okay. I wasn't there. I was there for support. I wasn't there to show because I just, be honest with you, showing, I just don't get joy, man, out of showing it anymore. I've won enough stuff that, I mean, there's some people that love to show. I mean, David and I have showed several times together, and we both got plenty of trophies we brought home with us. I have vertigo, not good for riding anymore. Yeah, Lynn, I get that. I mean, and you got to be safe. You got to be safe. I mean, you really do. So if you're not able to safely ride, don't do it. Can't knock you for that. I mean, absolutely can't knock you for that. So, yeah, always be safe. I mean, I've got a couple videos that I've got to stitch another one together. I haven't done it yet. of me while I'm on my bike. I mean, I love it. And it seems to be popular. My little stories I put with me recordings of me riding my bike. So I've got to get the next one done and put out. Oh, speaking of which, I forgot to tell everybody last weekend to my YouTube members, paid members, I had released a new remix of a short story I did. That should be, I'd say that's probably available now on regular YouTube. I ride an e-bike in the woods. It's quiet and I sneak in. Heck yeah. I walk, man. I need me a little four-wheeler or side-by-side or something like that, though. But okay, yeah, we're getting close to that time. So it sounds like everybody's already shared everything they had to share. Appreciate you, Lynn, Roxanne, everybody else who shared. If I missed somebody, I hope I didn't. If I did, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But everybody who shared their encounters and their stories of the stuff they experienced, thank you so much. You guys is what makes this show. This literally was created by, this show was created by you, the subscribers. This started out as me writing a book and letting you guys watch and ask questions while I was writing a book that turned into this show. So Campfire Chats is 100% your guys' show. You guys started this. So I love it. I have fun doing it. It's nice to be just relaxed and not proper and formal to do a show. I enjoy doing Campfire Chats and hearing your guys' stories very much, and I'm grateful. To all my new subscribers, to my OGs, thank you guys so much. You guys are great, and to be able to have you guys come in, listen to this old hillbilly talk about stuff and listen to encounters and share encounters, I thank you for that. Bobby, thank you once again for the $5 super sticker. You're awesome, dude. You're badass. Thank you so much for that. I will let you guys know as soon as I figure out what I'm doing for the 100th episode tomorrow. So keep an eye on that. Check for the remix. I can't remember if it's releasing this week or next week. The remix to Footsteps should be releasing soon if it has not released already. I redid it. It's done in my voice. And it's the uncut version. Everybody likes the uncut versions better than they do everything else. So I'll put it back in there. Oh, wait, I got a code for it. See if I can remember my code. Let's see if that's the code. Yep, that's the code. There you go, Lynn. So until tomorrow, hopefully I see you guys. I may not be in DA's chat right off the bat. I'm going to make me some dinner. But hopefully I see you guys on DA's show here in a few minutes. So until William's show in the morning or my show tomorrow afternoon, peace, love, and blessings to every single one of you guys. I hope you have a wonderful night, and I can't wait to hear from you tomorrow. Goodbye, everybody.
Shadows where is heavy, the lights are low, where secrets linger and shadows grow. The walls may shift, the ground may quake. It's a risk you take when the unknown wakes. Your pulse will race, your breath will freeze in this realm of uncanny mysteries. There's a tread where the darkness hides, through the cracks of the world's thin sides. Join if you will take the dare, where we learn of things that scare. The bazaar wears a wicked grin. Its world pulls you slowly in, but once you're here, you'll never roam.